The story takes place in Kazelle, a remote frontier province of a decaying empire. The nobles of this land claim to carry the blood of the gods, a divine heritage that supposedly grants them the right to rule. In truth, this bloodline is tainted. The gods they descend from were not benevolent beings, but cruel and inhuman powers, devils masquerading as divinity. Over time, the corruption in their bloodlines seeped into their hearts. The noble families became cruel and detached, viewing ordinary people as expendable. The drought and collapse. A devastating drought strikes Kazelle. The fields turn to dust, the wells dry up, and famine spreads. The people, unable to survive, begin abandoning their homes to seek water and safety elsewhere. To Margrave Kazelle, the region's ruler, this exodus is not a tragedy, but an act of defiance. He believes his people owe him loyalty even unto death. When they begin to flee, he calls them deserters and sends soldiers to punish them, not to provide aid. He entrusts this task to his son and heir, Kazelle, a young nobleman said to possess great magical power. Kazelle, like his father, believes himself divine. Unlike his father, he enjoys cruelty. The massacre. Kazelle's forces catch up with the fleeing villagers. Rather than bringing them back or offering mercy, he turns their punishment into a spectacle. He orders public executions and tortures, killing entire families as an example to others. Among the victims are a young couple, Sophia and Ifan. Kazelle forces Sophia to support her wounded fiancé as he hangs from a noose. Her strength alone keeps him alive. If she falters, the rope will strangle him. Kazelle treats their suffering as entertainment, mocking their love as weakness. The Holy Knight's conflict. Watching from among the soldiers is Sir Zeybek, a holy knight of the king's church and Kazelle's former sword instructor. Zeybek is a man of faith and discipline, but he is powerless against his lord's cruelty. When he tries to reason with Kazelle, the young noble mocks him, claiming divine blood places him beyond human law. That night, unable to bear the guilt, Zeybek returns to the site in secret. He finds Sophia alive but near death, and gives her bread, his cloak, and a dagger for protection. He cannot save her without betraying his oath. He promises to return, but when he does 2 days later, Sophia has taken her own life beside her fiancé's body. The forbidden summoning. Before dying, Sophia performed a forbidden ritual taught to her long ago by Ifan. Using a coin called the Emperor's Gold, she drew a triangle in the dust, the summoning mark of the Herald clan, a mysterious group of heretics once known as Slayers of Sanctity. According to legend, the Heralds are magicians who rebelled against the gods and the king's church. They are said to appear when called by the Emperor's Gold, fulfilling contracts for the living or the dead. The arrival of the Herald. Moments after Zeybek finds Sophia's body, a figure appears behind him without warning. He is Azidin, a member of the Herald clan. Azidin wears a blindfold and moves with impossible speed, subduing Zeybek instantly. When questioned, he confirms that Sophia's summoning succeeded, even though she is already dead. Her final act has bound Azidin to her will. A glowing light bursts from the coin near her body, sealing the contract. A talking owl, a messenger spirit of the heralds, descends to confirm the pact and orders Azidin to move on to his next mission. Zeybek, horrified, demands to know how the heralds can ignore such suffering. He accuses Azidin of being no better than the nobles who caused it. The herald merely replies that he honors contracts, not prayers. When Azidin implies that Kazelle, the noble responsible, will suffer soon enough, Zeybek steps forward and draws his sword. Though he knows the herald's power far exceeds his own, he refuses to stand by any longer. The last words of the scene mark the turning point of his character. "That won't be necessary, soulless one."